Having a mobile device is such an asset for me. It's having my studio in my pocket. I can create every day when I'm out and about. The mobility allows me to collect materials and save inspirations from everyday life. Having an iPhone gave me the freedom to have quick access to mediums and keep my creativity fresh. I can carry an array of tools in my pocket as I incorporate photography, filming, voice, and sound recordings. This painting was inspired by the previous film from my iPhone. I used the app Art Set to sketch and paint directly on my iPhone while there on the beach. My research in using art and technology began when I received a grant from Princeton University a few years ago. The early stages of my research involved painting directly on the scanner while it was scanning my movements of using a paintbrush and sponge, direct body scans, and scan 3D sculptural forms. These were some of my first explorations. My research implementing mobile technology into teaching fine arts and graphic design began at Immaculata University with the iPad faculty pilot cohort that I was selected to be a part of. This opportunity opened up a new world. I began to explore a wide array of applications that were available for iPads. When investigating the art applications, I also downloaded them to my iPhone, which broadened my world and led me to my art studio in my pocket. Using a mobile device became an asset for me in the creative process and a container for my ongoing research and ideas. These images were all created on my iPhone, then printed on canvas, bamboo paper, and clay. The merging of these mediums led me researching digital storytelling. I received a professional development grant from Immaculata University to learn how to use digital technology to create digital stories, and a scholarship from the Center for Digital Storytelling, Berkeley, California. I continued more advanced studies in learning how to use an iPhone and an iPad to create digital stories and apply a variety of applications.
For my independent studies class, I am researching using painting applications on an iPhone. I found the most successful one was an application called Brushes. Brushes allows you to pick from a multitude of brushes and change the size, color, and even the opacity. I started very abstract in my paintings, as you can see. In this painting, I was trying to use the layering effect, and it gave me more depth. I also tried different brush strokes and changed the size of my brush. I really like the vividness that it gave me in this painting. My next attempt, I chose a brush similar to spray paint. It gave me this blur effect that is really hard to accomplish normally painting by hand. My last painting was very abstract, and I tried to create sharper edges. I turned down the opacity, which is nice to see the white come through. Next, I decided to use the Brushes application to sketch fashion illustrations. This is a great application for anyone who does fashion illustrations. It's simple and fast to sketch ideas as they come to mind any time of the day. I, as a fashion merchandising student, really thought that this application was helpful for that. I was designing a dress and I used this application to help me in the process. So these are just a couple of the sketches that I created. My inspiration behind the dress I was creating is from the artist Monet. His work really inspired me to hand paint a dress using his dabbing technique and also the gardenist feeling of his paintings. The beauty of the gardens is what really inspired me. This is my final design called Lost in Beauty, inspired by Monet. Now from referencing from the image I created in Brushes application, I'm starting to paint my dress. These are the petals that I began to paint after using the color scheme from Monet's paintings. I really wanted to reference back to his paintings and his images and really capture the essence of the colors of his flowers. While painting the dress, I used a textile medium which helped me thicken the paint, just like Monet's paintings. During the construction of my dress, I often used the Brushes application to make quick sketches of different color schemes. This has been the only project that I have used the Brushes application for, and I've been working on it and hand painting the dress from my sketches. I really found that the application was very useful. Using the Brushes application pushed my boundaries. I used it for my fashion-based classes and would sit in class and just sketch. I think that it's amazing the transformation from this one sketch on my phone to the dress that I created.
A student's research grant was used to analyze iPads and art applications used for senior citizens in regards to art therapy. How do the seniors respond to using technology and virtual drawing and painting tools? This student presented the results of the research at a conference and also at the Posters Under the Dome. Here is an example of one of the seniors' paintings and one of the seniors' drawings using an iPad. Steve's research was titled Integrating Technology and Art into the Social Studies Classroom. He presented at a conference. Heather developed her research after her study abroad trip to Spain. She chose to focus her project on flamenco dancing.
Flamenco is fire, it is passion, and it is pride. Flamenco dancing originated in the south of Spain and the Romani people that used to live there. There are 4 principal factors in traditional flamenco dance: singing, guitar playing, hand clapping, and the dancing itself. While flamenco dancing always has this in common, there are over 50 different styles and settings of flamenco dance. In the spring of 2010, I was fortunate enough to travel to Granada, Spain, and attend a flamenco dance performance in these caves. It was truly memorable to witness a spectacular piece of history and culture and to be a first-hand witness to the skill and talent of these dancers. This exhibition of flamenco dance was a memory of my study abroad trip that I will cherish forever.
Students will use their iPhones to captivate gestural movements of dance and print these forms on a 3D printer.